The attention Caitlin Clark has generated with her performance in college and the way corporate has taken to her has been positive for the financial and marketing health of the WNBA. Her presence can be directly related to the latest travel upgrades. The WNBA announced recently that the NBA would commit $50 million over the next 2 years to provide full-time charter flights for all 12 WNBA teams, revolutionizing travel for the team. WNBA fans are wondering when reality is supposed to set in for Caitlin Clark. The 22-year-old basketball star made her preseason WNBA debut after a record-breaking college career that brought countless new eyes to the sport. In her first pro game for Indiana Fever, Clark scored 21 points with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. 15 of those points were from three-pointers like the ones Clark was known for when she played college ball for Iowa. All this excitement comes in the wake of WNBA legend Diana Taurasi's controversial warning that
reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Not saying that it's not going to translate, because when you're great at what you do, you're just going to get better. But there is going to be a transition period where you're going to have to give yourself some grace as a rookie, and it might take a little bit longer for some people.
Many fans can't wait for Clark and Taurasi to face each other on the court, which is set on June 30th. It's worth noting that Diana Taurasi was talking about all the WNBA rookies, not just Clark, and she stands by her original statement.
That's the new fans are really sensitive these days. You can't say anything. It's kind of like when you go from kindergarten or first grade, there's a learning adjustment. When you go from high school to college, there's a learning adjustment. I don't think I said anything that wasn't factually correct, and like anything, greatness is going to translate, and she's proven that in every level, and I don't see it being any different in the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark and the rest of this year's rookie class are changing the WNBA in real time. Their impact on the league is already making waves, even though they were drafted less than 1 month ago. Clark, of course, is the primary catalyst. Many of her veteran teammates on the Indiana Fever are in awe by the seemingly overnight transformation. They went from playing in front of small crowds and outdated facilities that smelled like livestock to selling out NBA arenas. Travel will be the next focus. A video of Clark walking around the Dallas airport along Aaliyah Boston & Company went viral over the weekend. While this form of travel has been the norm for a while, even college teams aren't flying commercial. It was a tough look for the WNBA to have its most popular player of all time trying to keep a low profile while taking the same commercial flight alongside regular John Smiths and Jane Does of the world. They flew commercial and squeezed into the seats. They had to get their bags at baggage claim. All of that stuff. People who purchased first-class tickets had it better than the Indiana Fever. Clark spoke about the trip prior to departure and explained that it is what it is. She actually started to lobby for a holdout in effort to include charter level as a part of the next collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah, I think it's, it'll definitely be an adjustment, but, it is what it is. I think the CBA is up for renegotiation after this season. We can opt out of it, and certainly the new media rights deal will have a big impact on that too. So at this point of my career and across the WNBA, it is what it is. I'm sure certainly everybody would say that they would love to be flying charter all the time. That's definitely would help a lot of problems, but I think the Fever organization has done a really good job of getting out ahead of things. There's going to be a lot of security traveling with us. There'll be certain plans of, how we're going to navigate going throughout airports and things like that. And, it's not just for us, it's for everybody in the WNBA. So it's not like we're the odd man out here. It's everybody has to navigate it. And I think it's going to, cause some problems, maybe because the popularity of our league is continuing to grow and, having to, navigate travel with that. But at the same time, it's, that's a positive thing too. Like, you want people to be excited about our game. So hopefully it changes in the near future. But for now, that's just what it is. And, everybody's dealing with the same thing. So you can't use it as an excuse. And like I said, I think the Fever organization has a really great plan in place to help keep everybody safe and keep things moving along as we're traveling.
WNBA players may not even have to wait that long. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert says that they will launch the charter program as soon as the planes are in place. She also has insisted that the WNBA has been working on charter flights since she took over as commissioner in July 2019. She estimates that it will cost the league $25 million to charter full-time. You need that long-term revenue model, she said. and we haven't had it. Despite Clark's influence being the reason WNBA players will have chartered planes for the first time ever, both her potential Team USA coach and the commissioner tried to center the focus back on the league. Engelbert refused to credit how Caitlin Clark brought attention to an issue the league and its players have been complaining about for years. When a video surfaced of Caitlin walking through Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport with a bodyguard, it shined a bright light on the disparities in travel between the NBA and the WNBA, and the safety risks that these players endure with every flight for every game. Engelbert can say what she wants. Stephen A. Smith credited Clark directly for inspiring this move on Wednesday's First Take segment.
You got to sit up there and pay attention to the rising tide. It lifts all boats. You can go out on the court and go at Caitlin Clark with the fierceness that your competitive juices demand. But in the process of doing that, you learn to love that girl. That girl went up in her press conference and said and spoke about flying commercial. Mm-hmm. They didn't sit up there and make this decision until after she said that. You understand? Now everybody want to sit up there and talk about, oh my God, why did it have to come to that? Damn it, forget all that. She did it. She didn't have to, but she did. She got her contract. She getting her bag. She got her endorsement deal. But she looked out before she's even played a regular season game as a professional WNBA player. She came in there and she already looked out and added a voice to the plight that these females have had to deal with inexcusably. And the one person that's got that cachet, that marketability, that could have been selfish was selfless.
Some 19 million fans watched the NCAA Women's National Championship game. 4 million more than those who watched the men's final. Fanatics said Clark's jersey broke the one-night sales record for the company after the Indiana Fever made her the #1 overall pick in the draft on April 15th. When a person is that popular, she needs to be protected. So while all of the women benefit, we know what's really up. So how will the league manage Caitlin Clark's burgeoning celebrity? Managing the Caitlin Clark effect will be the league's biggest challenge this season, because she is the embodiment of everything a meteor is. Bright, captivating, intrusive, moving at incredible speeds and threatening to the galaxy that's comfortable in its usual state. She is not only bringing in the fans and the bucks, but she's also forcing the WNBA to reevaluate their entire league culture on a fly. She's the gift and the curse, and her brand is not controlled by the league in any way. It was created prior to entering the WNBA, and she is the cash cow right now. Most of the stars of the game and the coaches won't freely relinquish the league to CC without a fight. But the only place they could possibly stop her hustle is on the court. As a brand, she's taken off, and the WNBA really has to figure out how they are going to balance the hate with the love to get the best results for everybody. The hype surrounding Clark is evident in the soaring ticket prices for her debut. The average ticket cost $150, a significant increase from the usual prices in the league. On platforms like StubHub and Ticketmaster, prices are reaching new heights. The cheapest ticket on StubHub is currently going for $99, while on Ticketmaster, it's priced at $161. Some seats are even being listed for as much as $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, and over $4,000. In contrast, tickets for other games on the same night are significantly lower. For example, tickets to see the Washington Mystics host the New York Liberty are priced at $35, and tickets to see the Seattle Storm host the Minnesota Lynx are going for $30 per seat. In addition to Clark, the 2024 WNBA season will also feature the debut for other exciting rookies, such as Cameron Brink and Angel Reese, who recently made headlines for attending the Met Gala. With such promising new talent entering the league, the competition for accolades is heating up. Caitlin's arrival has elevated the Indiana Fever's standing in the league. They are now considered outside contenders for the WNBA title, with bookies placing them as the 6th best odds to win the 2024 championship, trailing behind teams like the Las Vegas Aces, New York Liberty, Connecticut Sun, Seattle Storm, and Dallas Wings. And Clark is already being touted as the overwhelming favorite for the Rookie of the Year award, and is also considered the 4th betting favorite to win the league's MVP award. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing WNBA content. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.